branching out. It was a busy time on the railway, and all of the engines were working hard.
I was going to say.
Except poor Thomas. He was feeling unwell.
Thomas does not look totally stoked.
You should go to the steamworks for a while.
Sir Topham Hatt has facial animations all of a sudden.
Up and feeling better in no time. As Emily came and took Thomas away to be repaired, Sir Topham Hatt wondered who else he could get to take Thomas's passengers. Suddenly, Diesel pulled into the yard with a train of trucks. Sir Topham Hatt looked at him and smiled.
Why does Diesel's face look so handsome and chiseled?
Just the engine I wanted to see.
Look at him.
Diesel looked a little nervous. Sir Topham Hatt usually only wanted to see him if he was in trouble.
Good morning, sir, said Diesel nervously. Did you need me for something?
Yes, indeed I do, smiled Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas is not feeling well, and Emily has taken him to the steamworks to be repaired. So I need a really useful engine to help with taking the passengers on the branch line. Diesel was very surprised.
But sir, he protested, I'm only a shunting engine. I've never really pulled passengers before.
Don't worry, Diesel, Sir Topham Hatt reassured him. I'm confident you'll manage just fine, and I'm sure that Annie and Clarabelle will be glad to show you what to do. Just remember, you need to be on your best behaviour today. I don't want to hear from the passengers that you've been causing trouble.
I wonder how Diesel controls.
But, sir, I can't take Annie and Clarabelle. They're Thomas's coaches, and they don't like me, and...
Diesel, you'll be fine, smiled Sir Topham Hatt. Now run along and collect Annie and Clarabelle. They should be waiting for you in the sidings.
Oh, why do I have to take passengers? Maybe, he thought, Sir Topham Hatt chose me because I am the best engine for the job.
Maybe. Wow, Diesel seems like he gets up to speed pretty freaking quickly. We'll see if that's the case once we get onto the main line here, but... brakes seem pretty effective as well. Clouds of smoke. Whoopsie daisies. There we go. Pop it in reverse. Almost forgot that. Oh, there goes Percy. With those troublesome trucks again. Wow. Maybe people don't like me, or maybe I was too far away. Who knows? Didn't seem like Percy honked back, though. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it, though. Like the first two, I keep calling them missions, but it's not right. The first two stories I failed. One of the other stories I failed like twice. Which was not always my fault, I would argue, but I feel like now I'm kind of getting the hang of, like, really operating these railroads and whatnot.
Hello, ladies.
Oh no, Clarabelle. It's that devious Diesel. Surely, replied Clarabelle, Sir Topham Hatt could have picked another engine instead of him.
Perhaps he thinks I'm the best engine for the job, boasted Diesel. After all, he specifically asked me to help with the passengers while Thomas is away.
I'm sure he only asked you to help as all the other engines are busy.
And he's kind of a jerk.
He certainly did not. Now we need to get going. We don't want to be late after all.
Airplane. There it is. We wanted JJ the Jet Plane DLC. Alright, y'all saw that time, though. The brake was weirdly applied. Waiting to see it. I'm waiting to cross onto the main line here and see this thing go up, that I can go faster. So Diesel's speedometer only goes up to 75 as well. Alright, well now it's saying I can go up to 30 comfortably, but we do have a stop and wait up ahead. So are we left to assume that, like, these stories are taking place at different times of the year? Or they're just, like, parts of, Am I going backwards? Oh, yeah, I am going backwards. Or they're just, like, parts of, Sodor that are, like, perpetually in fall. Or perpetually in summer. Haven't seen a winter one yet, but I know there are episodes of Thomas and Friends from back in the day that, like, where it snows. I think one of the earlier stories in the game referenced a story where Thomas got stuck in the snow or something. Oh, Birdie. The one with Birdie. Birdie mentioned that he had to take some of the passengers the one time because he got stuck in the snow, which, for reference, doesn't make a whole lot of sense because I feel like a train would do better in snow than a bus. But I guess I could be wrong, I don't know. Beautiful.
All aboard. We need to hurry and get moving.
There's no need to rush, Diesel, said Annie. We still have plenty of time.
Oops. Gotta reopen the doors. Despite nobody getting on. Like, everybody's on. There we go.
Right. Let's get going.
Remember,
And away
said
we
Clarabelle,
go.
You need to pull away gently as to not startle the passengers.
Oh, so I guess that implies that the Diesel does have a little bit more torque to it. Because Annie and Clarabelle explicitly said you gotta pull away slowly. It did seem like he got up to speed quicker. Alright, we're on the main line. Can I floor it? Alright. It's giving me a little bit of leeway. saying I can go 30 miles an hour now. So for reference, I think my webcam was covering up the speedometer when I said this in previous episodes, but if you look at the speedometer in the bottom right corner, there's a little red arrow on the outside, and that seems to be like, that bounces around, but that seems to be like the game kind of telling you like a target speed, if that makes sense. Like, you can go over that, and you can go under that, but like, and sometimes you can't just look at that. See, now it's up to 50 probably. 50, 55, probably 50. But yeah, you can go over that, you can go under it, whatever. I mean, right now, actually, I'm struggling to go over it, so I don't know what the hell's happening. Am I going up a hill or something? Yeah, I guess, maybe. Because I'm not able to gain speed right now.
Diesel, you'll need to remember to slow down as you approach the station. You mustn't bump the coaches, especially if they have passengers on board.
I'm literally, like, struggling to speed up, though. So, let alone, you know, going too fast. Alright, but my brakes are still working. I guess that's what really matters. I like how they're acting like Diesel's a speed demon or something, but he can't go over. He physically is unable to seemingly go over 30 miles an hour.
All aboard.
This is so much fun. It's so relaxing, too, honestly. Once you, like, really get into the stride of it, it's really relaxing.
Off we go again.
So I used to do a show here on Pause Games. It used to be a live stream that I called Free Play Live. And it was for games like, played some Forza Horizons. We played some, what else did we play? Riders Republic, which I loved. If that's still a thing. I know so many games, it sucks that so many games are like service, or games as a service now. So that, like, after the servers go down, you just can't play them anymore. It's a real shame. So hopefully Riders Republic is still alive and kicking. I had a lot of fun playing that game, and I'd love to revisit it sometime. But I feel like before developers sunset a game with, like, their servers going offline, I feel like they should at least, like, dedicate some effort and some resources to creating a single-player experience version of it, whatever that looks like, even if it's just replacing human beings with NPCs, in the case of something like Riders Republic. Oh god, I'm gonna overshoot this really bad, I think. Oh, no, dude, no! Okay, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, nothing too terrible. But yeah, I think they should put some resources behind creating, like, a nice functioning single-player version of the game for people who paid to buy the game, but then, you know, the servers go offline because naturally, you know, they're not going to continue to pay to have servers up for 4 people or whatever. So it makes sense that they sunset games like that, but it sucks that the games become completely unplayable and are just lost into the ether at the same time. So, but anyway, so I want to go back and play Riders Republic again, and there were a couple other games that I played during Free Play Live, but I don't really do live streams here on YouTube all that much anymore. I do occasionally on my Nintendo Beast channel, but for the most part, I'm just you know, publishing content creator guy, YouTuber here on YouTube. But yeah, with all that said, I've been meaning to make a version of Free Play Live that's not live, just like Free Play or something, which will probably literally be what it's called, Free Play. But it's for games like Campaign Killer, obviously, is for specifically beating story modes in games, right? So if a game doesn't have a story mode, then I can't really play it on Campaign Killer, because Campaign Killer is all about, you know, campaign Let's Plays, and story mode Let's Plays, and completing them, frankly, going through a narrative in its entirety. Free Play Live was for games that were kind of open-ended, that were kind of games as services, that had no definitive end, but that I still wanted to play on the channel. I am overshooting these landings a little bit. So games like this, like once we get through the main story, this would be something that I could play on Free Play. Because then I can just like mindlessly play the post game or like the free open world mode.
One of the passengers approached Diesel. "Thank you, Diesel," they said.
Diesel looked surprised. He wasn't sure what to say.
"You're very welcome."
Wow, someone was grateful for my help.
"You see," said Annie, "passengers appreciate an engine who looks after them and pulls their train well."
Diesel thought about this.
"Maybe you're right," he said. "Maybe I can pull passengers after all."
Ooh, I didn't even lock my doors. Luckily they close automatically when you start moving, but forgot to close my doors. One nice thing about controlling Diesel, though, is that you can come like perfectly symmetrical, like right over. He doesn't have a smokestack, so you're not just like behind a cloud of smoke when you're doing this direct overhead third-person view. But I do like going for these like cool cinematic angles too. I don't know. I dig it. I'm loving this game so much, honestly. It's such a relaxing and fun game, but yeah, that's what I was saying. With Free Play, I've been meaning to start doing it. There are a couple of games that just like aren't narrative stories, but that I want to play here on the channel, and that's kind of my excuse to do that. And I'm reworking my show Throwback here on Pause Games to be... In the past, I've played a couple of games, and Throwback was kind of like, oh, I'll play a game for like an hour and see if it holds up. But I feel like that's unfair. So what the plan is now, I've been playing... I'm trying to keep... I'm trying to have at least one game campaign, like retro campaign, you know, uploading consistently at a time, at least, here on Campaign Killer. And then what I plan on doing is... Ooh, there's a boat moving through the canal there. That's pretty nifty. Anyway, is this tractor moving? No, it's not. It's just parked there. Would be cool, though. But yeah, what I kind of want to do is once I finish a retro game on Campaign Killer, then I go back and I kind of, from a perspective of somebody who just played the entire game, not just an hour of it, give a retrospective about, you know, if the game holds up, if it sucks, if it's good, if it's whatever, you know, what worked, what didn't hold up, if it's worth playing in 2026 or beyond or whatever, you know what I mean? I feel like that's much more fair, and then it also, Throwback becomes a more short-form type show, which pause games right now is notably lacking. Right now, full episodes of Campaign Killer are essentially like anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes long. I mean, obviously, this game is more story based. Like, each episode is like a story, so sometimes they're 15 minutes, or as short as like 15 minutes. Sometimes they're longer. Oh, whoops. Jumped the gun here. Seems like there's some people coming over. Potential passengers. Don't want to close the door on them. But if they're all gonna walk past me now, that's disrespectful, and I'm getting out of here. These people aren't here for me.
Okay, on to our next stop. You're doing well, Diesel,
said Annie kindly.
But anyway, that's the spiel. I'm working on fleshing out more games. Is the bottom line. I had a show here on the channel called Why You So Ass, which was me playing multiplayer, like online multiplayer games, because if you didn't know this about me, I suck at online multiplayer games. But I've also been kind of like eyeballing the concept, like I want to recruit some more gamers to be on the channel, so it's not just me. So like my Nintendo Beast channel is always probably always going to be just me. That's very personal. That's a very my channel. But Pause Games has always been, the intention behind it has always been that I would eventually have, like, it would be me and a small team of gamers that are all creating content for the channel. So maybe I'm playing one game on Campaign Killer and somebody else is playing a different game on Campaign Killer, or maybe somebody's actually, I find somebody who's actually good at online multiplayer and they want to start doing online multiplayer commentary videos and stuff like that. We can make a show out of that and stuff like that. So there's infinite growth that I see for the Pause Games YouTube channel as the audience grows and whatnot. But right now it's just me, and so like the only kind of online multiplayer show I could possibly create was a show about how much I suck at online multiplayer, which afforded me the opportunity, because I still want to play those games. I still want to play Call of Duty and Halo and whatever. I played, oh god, what was the other one I played on there? Was it Crossfire X? Game was terrible. I don't remember, but anyway, not important. The bottom line is, I still want to be able to play those games, but I need to have a reason to play them on the channel. Like, if I'm just gonna be trash, I can't just like act. I can't act like it's like a meaningful commentary. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, oh yeah, here in this game I go 0 and 36 KD. Like that's, nobody wants to watch that. Unless my personality is just absolutely sparkling, which it's not. For everybody tuning in, I love you guys. For everybody who tunes into Pause Games, obviously is still kind of getting its footing in terms of viewership, but like people tune into my Nintendo Beast videos and my Let's Plays that I do on that channel, and I appreciate all of you consuming my content and evidently enjoying my personality to some extent, at least. But yeah, I don't know. I just like, I can't pull off online multiplayer commentary because I suck too bad as a gamer. They're fun to an extent, but I suck, which makes it slightly less fun, obviously. And it probably makes it a lot less fun to watch. So, anyway. I built the show Why You So Ass around the premise that I suck, and I acknowledge that I suck, and you're not coming into this commentary as if, you know, assuming anything other than somebody's gonna be really bad, and we're gonna have fun. Slow down a little bit here since we're coming up on a stop and wait. Usually clears around 60, yeah. So let's get back up to speed here. A little bit. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say our destination is right up here. There's the cows versus pigs. Probably my favorite detail about the game is that farm animal soccer league. Which is not a league. They actually haven't even kicked a ball yet. They're just there. But I think it's an adorable attention to detail that they added. Farm animals just playing soccer nearby.
Diesel soon reached Farquhar, the top station
Farquhar.
of Thomas's branch line. He felt rather pleased with himself. Suddenly, he noticed Sir Topham Hatt walking towards him.
I hope he's not here to tell me off, he thought. Maybe one of the passengers complained about me.
But Sir Topham Hatt wasn't cross. He was smiling. Well done, Diesel, he said proudly. I've heard from some of your passengers that you did a good job today.
Thank you, sir.
Cheesing.
Diesel.
Cheese
But
and
I
Diesel.
did have some help.
Thomas is still being repaired, so I'll need you to stay and help out for a few more days, explained Sir Topham Hatt. Do you mind?
Not at all, sir,
Said Diesel happily.
I'm sure that the three of us can run the branch line just fine.
Annie and Clarabelle smiled. Perhaps they thought Diesel wasn't so devious after all.
Alrighty. We did it. Ooh. Next scenario. Shunting showdown between Thomas and Diesel. I wonder who I'm playing as. I'm assuming I'm playing as Diesel. It seems like we're in that section. An unlikely friendship. Complete the story of branching out. Let's do it. Shunting showdown.